far more disruptive. Instead of tuning up an existing design, they've unveiled a motor so advanced, it might just make everything else obsolete.
And it can accelerate a 2-ton car to 60 miles an hour in 2 seconds. And it can accelerate a 2-ton car to 60 miles an hour in 2 seconds. The RPM is so crazy that just the centrifugal force wants to expand the rotor.
Think you've seen every twist in electric cars? Think again. Elon Musk just unleashed a motor that doesn't join the race. It ends it. No gears grinding, no lag, no ceiling on speed or range. Just smooth, silent power that feels more science fiction than reality. It's ferocious, it's flawless, and it could bury the competition once and for all. Curious how he pulled it off and what it means for the future of driving? Strap in, the ride starts now. The motor that changed everything. Tesla just flipped the script on electric motors. For years they've led the EV race, but this time they've done something far more disruptive. Instead of tuning up an existing design, they've unveiled a motor so advanced, it might just make everything else obsolete.
And it can accelerate a 2-ton car to 60 miles an hour in 2 seconds.
We first caught a glimpse of this motor at the Model S Plaid delivery event on June 10, 2021, when Elon Musk casually revealed a drive unit so compact, one person can pick it up, yet powerful enough to launch a full-sized sedan into supercar territory. At the heart of it is a rotor that's wrapped, tightly, in carbon fiber. It might not sound exciting at first, but the effect is massive.
There's just never been an electric motor like this. I mean, you could pick this motor up with your hands.
In traditional electric motors, the metal components swell under heat, wear down under pressure, and eventually break down. That's why they're capped in speed and longevity. Tesla tackled this by developing an in-house process that wraps carbon fiber around a copper rotor at extremely high tension. That outer sleeve locks everything in place, keeps the rotor permanently compressed, and preserves a micro-thin air gap between the rotor and stator, something that enhances efficiency and magnetic force in ways we've never seen before. Thanks to that breakthrough, this rotor stays stable at wild speeds. We're talking over 20,000 revolutions per minute, far beyond the 16,000 RPM point where most high-performance motors throw in the towel. Motor Trend verified these speeds during testing and confirmed that Tesla's new design runs nearly 25% faster than its previous generation, an unheard-of leap in electric motor engineering. What does that translate to? A motor that delivers more torque, stays cooler, weighs less, and endures more stress without wasting energy. This isn't an upgrade. It's a complete reimagining of how EV motors should be built.
The RPM is so crazy that just the centrifugal force wants to expand the rotor.
And Tesla didn't stop at performance. They nailed production too. Each Model S Plaid carries 3 of these motors, producing a combined 1,020 horsepower and 1,050 pound-feet of torque. Yet, each motor is small enough for a single engineer to lift during assembly.
An electric motor like this. I mean, you could pick this motor up with your hands.
Even more impressive, during its March 2023 Investor Day, Tesla revealed that the next generation of these drive units will use 0 rare earth elements, require 75% less silicon carbide, and cost around $1,000 to manufacture, an industry-shaking figure, and the performance? Nothing short of staggering. 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds. Yes, under 2 seconds. That makes it faster off the line than almost any car in history, including Bugattis and Lamborghinis. Independent testing clocked the Model S Plaid at 1.98 seconds from 0 to 60 miles per hour, and just 9.25 seconds in the quarter mile. Top speed? A staggering 200 miles per hour, once software limits were lifted. But it's not just fast. It's efficient. Older performance EVs burn through batteries like rocket fuel. This one doesn't. It channels power into motion with barely any loss. No oversized radiators or complex cooling systems needed. Just clean, stable output.
It's, what's the word? Dangerous.
EPA data backs it up. On 21-inch wheels, the Model S Plaid is rated at 348 miles of range and a combined 101 miles per gallon equivalent. That's about 334 watt-hours per mile. Phenomenal for a car with over 1,000 horsepower. Even in the real world, the numbers hold. Inside EVs ran a highway range test at 70 miles per hour, and the Plaid still managed an even 300 miles on a single charge. That's proof this motor can deliver raw speed and long-range endurance in the same package. That solves one of the biggest headaches in EVs, the trade-off between power and range. Normally, the harder you drive, the faster your battery dies. But this motor changes that equation. Now, you get both, brutal speed and smart efficiency. No more choosing between performance and practicality. Tesla is giving you both, and delivering it at scale. And thanks to the new design's simplicity, lower material needs, and reduced complexity, Tesla's cost to build each unit has dropped significantly. Whether they pass those savings to customers or keep the margin, the edge is theirs.
People are worried about things like privacy and losing their jobs to AI. How does a company like DeepMind build the trust of the general public?
What I want us to get to is a place where the assistant feels like it's working for you. It's your AI.
AI is scary. It's moving insanely fast, and from an outsider's perspective, it seems like there aren't nearly enough guardrails. And some of these concerns are actually legit. The ones that always stand out to me are those surrounding access. Rich people with rich access to the right tools. Or privacy. How do we trust these big companies with all the personal data? What does the world look like when everyone is recording everything and AI taking people's jobs?
One expert says a bloodbath.
Half of entry-level white-collar jobs disappearing and 10 to 20% unemployment.
Could be 1 to 5 years.
Some of these concerns are less extreme than others. Take the classic Skynet example. It's a bit extreme, but they're all reasonable because some of the things you've heard me talk about before. First, the AI race. These huge companies with vast resources are trying to be the biggest and best in the world of AI. Are these companies prioritizing short-term profits over long-term safety? Second, even some of the scientists working on it don't totally understand what's going on under the hood. For example, some of these models exhibit what's called emergent behaviors. These are when they produce outputs that even the engineers who built these models had no idea what they can do. In this video, I want to look into whether or not AI is all doom and gloom, because if you listen to some of the analysts, news outlets, influencers, myself included from time to time, it's the beginning of the end, and it's impossible.
People are worried about things like privacy and losing their jobs to AI. How does a company like DeepMind build the trust of the general public?
What I want us to get to is a place where the assistant feels like it's working for you. It's your AI.
AI is scary. It's moving insanely fast, and from an outsider's perspective, it seems like there aren't nearly enough guardrails. And some of these concerns are actually legit. The ones that always stand out to me are those surrounding access. Rich people with rich access to the right tools. Or privacy. How do we trust these big companies with all the personal data? What does the world look like when everyone is recording everything? And AI taking people's jobs.
One expert says a bloodbath.
Half of entry-level white-collar jobs disappearing and 10 to 20% unemployment.
Could be 1 to 5 years.
Some of these concerns are less extreme than others. Take the classic Skynet example. It's a bit extreme, but they're all reasonable because some of the things you've heard me talk about before. First, the AI race. These huge companies with vast resources are trying to be the biggest and best in the world of AI. Are these companies prioritizing short-term profits over long-term safety? Second, even some of the scientists working on it don't totally understand what's going on under the hood. For example, some of these models exhibit what's called emergent behaviors. These are when they produce outputs that even the engineers who built these models had no idea what they can do. In this video, I want to look into whether or not AI is all doom and gloom, because if you listen to some of the analysts, news outlets, influencers, myself included from time to time, it's the beginning of the end, and it's impossible to put that genie back in the bottle. But is it? Helping me answer these questions is Demis Hassabis, a Nobel laureate, a knight, the CEO of Google DeepMind, and one of the most influential figures in AI. Companies like DeepMind are the parents of these AI children, and we're still in the phase where the parent is responsible when their kids mess up. So what steps are these companies taking to ensure they raise responsible, well-behaved young algorithms? It all starts with trying to understand what's going on inside the tech.
Can you sort of describe what's happening under the hood with an LLM, like demystify it for people a little bit?
Sure, I can try.
Yeah.
At the basic level, what these LLM systems are trying to do is very simple in a way. They're just trying to predict the next word. And they do that by looking at a vast training set of language. The trick is not just to regurgitate what it's already seen, but actually generalize to something novel that you are now asking it.
LLMs predict the next word. For example,
devices anywhere on this pad and not need to put them in a specific spot to charge. This was Apple's exact idea with AirPower. So I want to find out, is this stuff actually good, or is it just an overhyped gimmick that's clearly fueled by nostalgia? Transparent Gadgets 2025. This is basically a complete modern reimagining of the original transparent Game Boy. It's like 15 years of gaming childhood is coming back to me. I'm buying this. I remember the transparent PS2 controller back in the day, and it's crazy seeing how much controllers have evolved since then. Xbox is keeping the dream alive. Such a sick name as well, the Ghost Cypher Special Edition. Okay, add to cart. There's a transparent Nintendo Switch controller too, and it's actually got LEDs planted onto the circuit board. I wonder if you'll be able to see the mechanisms of the joysticks and the buttons through the controller. Okay, so while I game, I gotta eat. Transparent kitchen tech. Why did this come up with 0 relevant results? This is the first time Google's just been like, you what, mate? Oh my God. Oh my God, the price. So this is by the company Bugatti, and they've made a cooker called the Noun, which cooks food between 2 sheets of glass. And this isn't just like a visual thing, it's a completely different way of cooking food, which they're saying is healthier and more precise. Oh, you qualify for free shipping. Well, thank you very much. Ooh. Clear ice maker. So the device itself, not transparent. What it produces, 100% transparency. It sounds like a whole load of rubbish, like ice is clear. The fact that you can see this person's hand that clearly through the glass, that really emphasizes the difference between this and a normal ice cube. I got sidetracked by my appetite. If we're trying to build a full transparent setup, what are the key pieces? Transparent keyboard. Oh, now we're talking. The Cool Killer CK68. Why stop at 68?
Daddy, chill.
It's very weird. But I'm also intrigued by the whole presentation of it. Wait, are they plugging the wire into the suitcase? That I've never seen before. We are done. The Q9 creamy? Why is it creamy? Is it just me, or does this also just look insanely ugly? I feel like this is one of the risks of transparent tech. You're exposing what's inside, and it may not always look good. Transparent mouse. Oh yeah, this is more like it. And I like that. Look at this tiny little battery indicator there. That's a functional benefit of the thing being transparent. Oh, there's another one here. But this one actually has keyboard keys instead of your mouse buttons. Okay, let me just split screen this using the fancy Opera browser, our sponsor. Yeah, let's just buy both. Oh yeah. Wait, Lenovo made a transparent laptop so that you can sit in a coffee shop and every single other person knows exactly what you're getting up to. That's actually got to be the single worst product to try and make transparent. Okay, let's try this. Aria AI. What are the coolest categories of transparent products I could buy? Ah, earbuds. That's a shout. Transparent earphones. Why are there actually tons? This is giving me an idea though. We should do an earphone battle. The Nothing Ear. These are the best earphones that this company currently makes. So, we've got the Beats by Dre's, which take a slightly different approach with everything being translucent. It's kind of cool that they've even applied that to the ear tips. Oh, then Sony, the WFC710Ns. How does a company that got it so right with PlayStations get it so wrong with audio? Really liking this transparent audio stuff. Let's go into speakers. So I have in the past bought one of the small speakers from this transparent company. I think it's time to buy the flagship, the $1,200 sound system. There's actually some very interesting stuff here that I think we need to revisit in some other videos. And now, transparent turntable, and it's another $1,300. Do you know what this stuff makes me think though? You know when you see ultra luxury pricing like this, can you get it cheaper? Let's say we hopped onto AliExpress. There's quite a lot of stuff here which really feels like we have transparent speakers at home. Wait a second. Retro transparent subwoofer. Hi-fi speaker. I clicked the black speaker. $281. This is less than a quarter of the price of the other one. So we've got to buy both and compare them. All right, let's create a new tab island because we are desperately going to need some battery to power this stuff. Shah Geek 170. Do you need some charge? Yeah, charge. Would you like some charge? It's the Ice Mag 2, which is a power bank with active fan cooling. Yeah, I think we'll take one of those. Ooh, they've got a Shah Geek 300. The next gen power beast. Coming soon. Okay, they know how to get my details. Excuse me? The Liberty wireless charger has 16 overlapping charging coils so that you can put your devices anywhere on this pad and not need to put them in a specific spot to charge. This was Apple's exact idea with AirPower until they tried making it over the course of a few years until eventually deciding it was practically impossible. So either this company just has a lower bar for what they consider an acceptably working product, or they've done what Apple couldn't do, which is a pretty big deal. So that feels like all the key pillars of our setup. Is there anything now that's just random and crazy? I'll tell you what isn't crazy, the state of my browser tabs right now. This is a sponsor, but I'm not exaggerating when I say that when I used to buy products like this, it was a mess. I'd get completely lost. Whereas now with the Opera browser, I have like 50 tabs open and you just can't tell. Link below to download it for free. The Polaroid Sun camera. So this isn't even a product that you can normally buy. This is an engineer's model used to show you how the Polaroid works. I feel like this will only be available for a small window of time and I should buy it right now. This is like the digital 2025 counterpart. Someone's made a pack of transparent playing cards. I feel like we have to buy this just to try and understand why someone would make this. Yeah. That was a good time. We're back. It's been 3 weeks and it's time to test some tech. So the best products are going to make it onto this transparent setup, which should become something that's never been done before. And as usual, the very best product will earn its place in the Mr. Who's the Boss Hall of Fame. So let's go from cheapest to most expensive, which means
the judgment of the law, that Mr. Business be sentenced as follows. Count one, that's the
It is, in fact, the $1 million soccer tournament from Cary, North Carolina, and this matchup features the U.S. women against Sayward FC. And this should be fun because you will see some players that we haven't seen in some time. but players whose names you know and you know very well.
I mean, you probably don't know the names, but anyway, this video is of former US women's players, apparently some of the best ever, playing against a team called Say Word FC, a bunch of 18 to 20-year-old lads with barely any experience. So basically, the former top women against low-level young men.
Away by Kendall Fletcher.
It's an important read from Fletcher. Such an intelligent player to cut that out.
First shot, and that's going to be a stop. A nice save by Lindsey Harris. Alejandra Lopez with that shot. Here's the corner. Again, you could expect some rifles coming in. Another one, and use them pretty loosely. Another attempt, and that's headed by Fletcher. She took a shot right there. The rebound, and there's a goal. The first goal of the game scored by Brendan Lambie.
If you're the rest of the team, I think the rest of the team reacting to her, making sure she's okay before reacting to the ball. And then Brendan Lambie reacts quickest and pokes it home.
Back in the game. Ola Louie. 16th minute. Inside.
Can years of natural training actually beat steroid strength? I'm with the strongest natural athletes I know, and we'll be challenging steroid users to find out who is stronger. Starting with the deadlift. Whoever can lift the most amount of weight will win 2 points for their team. Going up for Team Naturals, we got Ben. Ben. And who do you guys got?
We got Andy.
Andy, okay. We're gonna start with 315 on the bar. You guys wanna go first?
Yeah, let's do it.
Gosh.
That was okay. Show him, Ben. Show him.
Go. There you go.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, Ali, I've got a question for you, seeing as though you don't have your device. Please go and Google or, AI it. The following question for me. What is a class in Delphi? What is a class in Delphi?
The weight is adding up fast, dude. 405 on the bar. Think you got it?
For what, for like 50? Yeah.
Oh.
Let's get Andy. I'll show you how it's done, all right?
Come on, Ben.
Come on, Ben. Let's get it.
Come on.
Oh,
easy.
5 plates or?
5 for me, yeah.
Yeah, we go another plate. You don't want to put on a belt yet?
I don't need a belt today.
There's no way.
Come on.
Are we shaking though?
Yeah, he is shaking. He is shaking.
Wait, Ben, how much do you weigh?
170.
Andy, how much do you weigh?
175. 275.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Come on, Ben. Let's get it. Come on. Show him.
Up, up.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. There goes my grip.
I don't know about that last part there. Redo it.
Right. Smoke it.
You got it.
Let's go.
Yup.
Easy. Come on. Nice.
5 plates.
Nice, Ben.
Going up 30.
We got 525 on the bar. See if you got it.
Let's go, Andy. At least make it look hard.
Oh my God.
All right. All right, come on, Ben.
Oh, God.
Go.
Come on.
Come on, Ben.
Oh, come on.
Up. Lock it out. Come on, Ben.
Let's go.
Ben, you suck.
A program, small program, that's going to simulate the donation system. So I'm going to change the caption of the form to something like donations. There. Let's add 3 buttons. This first button, when we click on this button, we are going to add 10 Rand to our total. So when the user wants to donate 10 Rand, you can click on that 10 Rand button. This one will be 50 Rand button. This one will be, this button will be for 100 Rand. Okay, and the amount will need to be displayed somewhere. So I'm going to use a label. It's going to be 0 Rand. So we're going to start off, and it should be 0 here. Okay, so let's go to the coding. I'm going to declare a global variable. Although we are working with money, I know there will not be any decimal values because it's only 10, 15, 100 rands that can be added. So I'm going to declare an integer variable, and I'm going to call it iTotal. iTotal. And when this program starts, I want the beginning value to be set to 0, the starting value to be set to 0. So I'm going to go to on create, so that means that when the form is being created, I'm going to set that iTotal to 0. So we don't want the donation program to start with an amount, so I want to make sure it starts with 0. Let me just save this program quickly.
Delphi.
Okay. Now, when I click on the 10 Rand button, I want to add 10 Rand to the current total. So I'm going to go to the events, to on click, because when I click on that button, I want to add 10 Rand to iTotal. So I'm going to say iTotal is equals to iTotal plus 10. Okay, I want to take the current value that's inside iTotal, which is 0, plus 10, and that should be assigned to iTotal. So the new value of iTotal will now be 10. So when I click again on that same button, it's going to add, take the 10 that is already inside this iTotal, and then add another 10.
I've got a lot of gain on it. There's a lot of gain on my mic currently. Surely you can hear me better now.
Another 10 to iTotal. Okay, if you want to add all back and front, do something like this, or space plus.
Okay, good stuff, guys. Thank you. Great. Mic's better. Pablo, how do I add music to a Delphi program? Seth, how do I add an image to a panel? And then Alejandro, what is a class in Delphi? What is this audio input capture? That's crazy that it's so loud. Better. Let's go.
I'm going to write a program.
That's exactly what it is. So you got to declare it under uses. I'll show you where that is in a second. Yeah, you would say it right, but I need more like context. Like, how do I fold it? How do I make it fit the panel? Surely if I download the ratio of a portrait, then it's not going to be, it's 9 by 16. Then I have to adjust my form. Okay, let me see. Let's start something. Delphi class is a blueprint for creating objects that encapsulates data, fields, yes, and behavior methods. Okay. Do you know what that means? Does that make sense to you? Am I muted? Can't be. Okay. Pablo, have you got your IDE ready to run? Have you got your Delphi open? In Delphi, a class is a blueprint for creating objects. It encapsulates data, so it's basically like your end product of your Lego thing that you built, right? It's got moving parts, it's got different attributes, it's got, yeah, things that the public can see, and then maybe you've got a hidden motor inside your Lego UFO that the public can't see. That's a private little Lego block. So it's basically all the blocks that you work with in Sprite, in a nutshell. Thinking of changing this to a Zoom going forward, just so that we can actually all interact. What I'm going to ask you guys is to please engage, like in the chat on the with the comments, ask questions, say okay, so yes, or just so like whatever, so I know that you like up to speed and like following and stuff. Please, guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do to change the image to fit in the panel, you can use. Okay, I'm glad you mentioned that. Glad you mentioned that. I'm going to share my screen with you in a second so you can see. I'm very glad you mentioned that. Oh my gosh, guys, you must say something. It was a screen recording. Okay, that's fine. You guys should have said that I wasn't screen sharing. Okay, so, oh my bad. That's why I need you guys to be active. If I'm muted or if you can't hear me or whatever, let me know, please. Okay. Screen. Audio input, audio output, display capture. Okay. Wonderful. So I'm going to quickly see what I had open here. Change label. Enter number, enter your name, submit, save. Okay, I remember this. Okay guys, so I'm quickly going to show you. We've got 1, 2, 3 buttons, 1 label, 2 edit boxes. This is what you can call them. Pablo and Seth, you've got your devices open, you can call it these. You can call your objects this now. BTN1, label 1, edit num1, button submit, edit name, BTN save name. Yeah. Basically what this code does, just let me know if I must like not move the screen around so you can type something. Let me know, okay? Once I've run it, change label, someone click the button, enter a number, let's go with 17, submit, 17, let's go name, my name is Jack. Super simple show message exercise. There's the code if you'd like to copy it and write it now. You can do so. Double click on your button, double click on the save name button, double click on the button submit. Drop a 1 if you're still active. In fact, drop a 1 if you're active, just drop a number 2 if you're actually going to be writing any code. And just be honest, please. If you're not going to, it's fine. Just let me know so I don't have to waste time by pausing. Okay, shout out Ali, appreciate it. Okay, so Pablo is coding as well. Seth is here and coding. Okay, awesome. So using units in Delphi. Now I took this image. Okay, and I copied it into the same folder in which my Delphi project file and my application, everything is in, because this is the image that I'll be using when I run the program or the application. Okay, all this is show text and next unit. So you guys know sometimes we're uncertain how we're going to get from form 1 to form 2 to form 3 without having to exit the app. There we have a button for the next unit. How old are you? So if you are under 18, you cannot use this program. You are not old enough to use this program. However, when I am 21 or 18, then welcome with a bitmap button. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the code for that and walk you through it real quick. Okay. So first of all, let me go to my design, double click on my show text label, right, and then all that does is on label show text, I want the caption to change to someone click the button. I don't want to show message, I just want to change the caption of my label show text. Okay. Great, now I'm going to go to next unit, but before I do, look at my uses, guys, on the top. Okay, can you see that unit 1, this unit 1 uses unit 2. I had to add it into my uses because it uses unit 2. Where is unit 2? Here, if you look over here, I'm going to just take this away. Here's my unit 2. When I double click it, I'm taking photos of the code. Okay, awesome. When I double click it, there's my second unit. When I double click my unit 3, there's my third unit. Now I'm going to go to unit 1 and I'm going to show you the code. Unit 1 makes use of unit 2. Okay, inside of unit 2 I have a form. The form's name is form 2. Form 2, right? Because of that, because I've told you guys many times, the form is an object, right? The form of its in and of itself is an object, just like a button is. Meaning, on my button next one click, that's what it's called, that's this one, next unit. When I double click it, I want form 2, no variable needed. Okay, I want form 2 to create itself. T form, anything in all objects in Delphi is called, starts with a T, right? T form 2 to create itself, and T form 2 must show. That's Delphi, that's the code in Delphi, that's just how it works. Right? Now, pay very close attention. This is, once you grasp it, you've grasped it. I'm inside of unit 1, right? But I'm making use of unit 2 because over here I want unit 2 to show, right? I'm climbing into the form found in unit 2. When we did the cylinder and the volume calculations, we had math as a uses clause as well. Okay, just to give you an idea, it's what we use in this whole class. Okay, so design. Now I'm going to click this button when I run the program. It'll take me to my next unit, unit 2. How old are you? Let me see if I go to events of the edit box. Do I have any events on the edit box? Nothing. Do I have any events on my proceed button? Yes, I have an on click procedure. So when the button is clicked, something happens. Let's see what it is. I've got one variable, that's my integer. Before we get to that, notice, guys, I'm inside of unit 2, okay, but I am using uses, so this unit uses unit 3. Why? It's self-explanatory by now, because in this unit, which is unit 2, I'm going to use a form found in unit 3. That's why I'm using unit 3. It does not need its own procedure. The only procedure here is the button click. After that, we've got our variables, and then a brand new end, or a brand new begin. Okay. So this except, right, comes after a try if then else statement. Doesn't always have to happen, but it's a good practice. Okay. So sorry about that. So instead of, where was I? If somebody says I am 92 years old in like integers, right? In strings, then it's gonna have to tell you, listen, please enter the valid input, which is strings. In this case, not floats. Right, in this case, this is a string. Why? Because there are no decimals. You can't be 17 and a half. Well, you can be in our dialect, but you can't be 17.229 years old. What, Seth? Come with a clever comment as to why you can. Well, sir, technically. Anyway, so I'm in unit 2, but I'm using unit 3. I've got a variable for form 2 and form 3. Why? Because I'm going to call on the variable, guys. I'm going to use this variable here. Every unit comes with its own form variable anyway. Right here. It comes with that standard. Okay. But sir, why don't I have unit 2 and 3 as a variable in my first form? Because we don't need it. We're not using it. It's the first form. It's like adding a home button to your home screen. Like you're already home, you know. Yeah, please spam like a 1 or a 2 or a W in the chat if you're still active and around. I think we're heavy delayed. No, we're not. We're not really that delayed. Okay, W safe. Shout out, thank you, boy. So, if I go to unit 3, let's center this. Right. Look how big my panel is. Okay, I don't want my image to be this small, so which means I'm going to go to its properties and I'm going to search for stretch. And I'm going to make it true. So now I can fill my panel with my image and it is stretched out, right? If I go like this, that is its original shape, 9 by 16, like portrait for your cell phone. That fits it to the panel. Okay. Time for the real stuff. We might have to cut tonight into two sessions. Maybe not. We'll see. Okay. So please let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me fine. Everything's fine. 1 or a 2 or a double. Thanks, I downed it all. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna close my Delphi. Give me a second. Still here. Okay, let me know when you guys can see my Delphi, please. In the exam, if we use the picture in the code for the exam, would it have it would don't worry about that, my boy. Don't worry about that. Good question, good question. In the exam, if we wanted to use a picture in the code for the exam, would I have to have it before? No, you'd have to have it before. Yeah, all assets you'd need to have before. So you'd have to have something like inside of a random, I'm just going to distance conversion over here. I would need that image over there because it's going to use this. If I cut, paste, it's going to be using that and this to pull up the file path. Okay, good question though, but you're not going to need that in exams, maybe in a trick, unless you want to make it pretty for no reason. Just a very cool thing to know, because I mean it doesn't put any harm in adding a nice backdrop to your VCL form. Okay, so here we go. Let me pull up an image real quick. Where is it now? Image. Yes. Okay. So with this image, I don't have to. Do I have to explain it again? Please drop a yes or a no if I must. Cheeky Jacobs. That's fine, as long as the program runs, I'm okay with that. Guys, remember one thing: if you've got red exclamation marks next to your program and it won't run, get rid of it so that the thing can run. Okay, when you get rid of it like this. Okay, now you've got a procedure. Let me just go, for example. You've got a button. Double click the button. You enter your code is equals to string to int. Okay. And it doesn't work. Don't just get rid of it like this. Say, okay, cool, done. No, go down here, paste it, okay, and make it a comment. Just for now, you can come back to it later and fix the actual code and figure out how to implement it correctly. Okay, if this was comment number 1, then you say comment 1. So you can read like any sort of reference so that you know where you used that, so you can always go back, or you can say I took this code from line say 28 because it wouldn't work yet. There's line 28. Okay, got it. Any questions? Okay, no, you still good, you still remember. Okay, awesome. Okay, so what I'm gonna have you guys do for me real quick is create the following on your IDE. Okay, let's go. Have a button, make it nice and long, let it fit the whole screen, and have one rich edit box. Fill the whole top of the screen. This will be our output, our display again. We're going to need an input box as well. The names and the scores. I'll give you guys some time to do it quick. Okay, I don't think we're gonna need the input box, the edit box. I think let's get rid of the but me to let's get rid of the text inside the edit boxes, and then I think it might just work having a procedure button with a rich edit. Okay. Remember, rich edit doesn't have text, it has what we refer to as lines. Button 1, we will call this button enter and process. So let's say btn enter and process. The caption of it would be, what do you think the caption is going to be? What do you think the caption is going to be, guys? I'm not muted. Yes, you said so. Yeah, what's up, my boy? Am I muted? No way, I'm muted. Am I still muted? Ah. Can't be. Okay, thank you, Sid. Okay, cool. So, what do you guys think this button is going to be called? Thanks, Pablo. What's the button going to be called? Intervote is a very good one. Well done. That's actually, I'm impressed. I'll be honest. I didn't doubt you for a second, but nice. Nice. However, however, I think let's call it more something about the positions, because remember we're going to determine their positions. You know what I mean? Let's go enter playlist score to make it user friendly. Playlist score. Okay, let's double click on that bad boy. That's going to be our event handler. What are you talking about? Caption, enter playlist score, and let's say enter in process. So what's wrong? What do you mean can't implement? Okay, let's go to its events and see it has got that. Double click on it again. What? Could not find source location to add method. Okay, let me just call it button enter. No. Button enter in process. Stop your nonsense. What? I'm just gonna delete this button. Just create a new one. Caption. Let's go enter in process just to keep things simple. These hustles. Why? Cannot find implementation of. No, you are cooked. What are you talking about? Here's the implementation. Okay, let's go form, on create. No, man. This is not gonna work. Yeah, Delphi's being Delphi ish hardy. You're okay. Let's not add the edit box just yet. Let's keep it like this for now. Okay. Good stuff. Let's go. Let's see if we'll implement it now. Good. Finally. Oh my days. Okay. Remember what I always say, as soon as we click on an object, what do? We go up, enter, up. Right? Clear our variables. First and foremost, we will be using variables. First variable we'll be using. Just want to anchor you guys to remind you. This is what we are dealing with. This is what's happening. Yeah, I thought about the edit box, but I think it's going to work without it for now. Thank you, Pablo. You're very attentive. I appreciate it. I think it's probably going to work without it for now. I don't know if I'm going to put anything in just yet. We can always... Yeah, you could call it enter as well. Name too long, maybe. That is what I also thought, Seth. I also thought the name was too long. You never know with Delphi. Well, we can always put the edit box in if we need to at a later stage. Let's declare our variables quickly. Okay, let's go. Users, right? Genres. Oh, wait, let's go content creators. Let's go creators, because that's what they are. Let's add another variable, genres. Remember, these will be our arrays. Okay. Genres. Let's go positions. Let's add total points array. Wins count. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Can you guys think of any other variable we might need? Well, so you see the program run. I don't expect you to. Wins count, yeah. Okay, then we'll need some. These are all going to be integers. Okay, so for creators, remember we've got how many creators do we have? 4. We have 4 creators, meaning we will have an array of strings, but it will be a limited array of strings. Right? How many creators? 4. Great, 4. Okay, of integers, because the name Shaq, B, Lou, and all them, those are integers. Are they? Are they integers? I keep this as users. Ethan, welcome Ethan. Ethan said yes, Seth said no, Pablo said yes, because you're working with whole numbers. They are strings, in fact. Integers are numbers, guys. The users' names are integers, are strings. It's a string of characters. So creators or users will have an array of 1 to 4 of strings. Boom. Then our genres will also be a string, right? An array of how many genres? I just want to assign a hotkey to this image quickly. Control-Alt 0. Control-Alt. Okay. Okay, cool. It's an array of 4. Why? Because we have got 4 genres, right? So string positions would be an array. Now, this is where you need to like take 25 photos early, right? We can have two different positions, right? You'll see why. One position will be for the genre, other position will be for the user, content creator, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So how do we declare that? Very, very easy. We separate it with a comma. It's that easy. You go. So because we are declaring, we are now going to say this is the position of Bilu and he won the chill playlist. Those are all integers. Those are okay. The position that will be first, second, those are integers. Okay. How many positions will there be? There will be first place, second place, third place, and fourth place. Great. Therefore, we call these of integers. Zeros. Why? Why? That's for integers wrong or something. Anyway, whatever, I'm gonna fix it now. Total points. So an array. Okay, 1 to 4 of integer. Image blocking. Oh my days, I'm so sorry. Sorry about that, guys. My bad. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm gonna redo what I just did. No way that just happened. No way. Okay, let's go. I'm so sorry. I was so okay. Users. Right. Okay. From the start, here we go. Oh, users. Array from 1 to 4 of string the positions need to be divided. Okay, total points, also an array of integer. So just go. I'm gonna put my phone on charge, guys. You type that out so long. Let me know once you guys got the code done. Why is line 2 1 to 4s? Why is it 2 1 to 4s? Okay, so let me just finish doing much of that. So that specific array, right, will store each user's position 1 to 4 in each playlist. So for every playlist that we have, right, these genres, this array here, we will be storing their position under each playlist. So for example, Bilu will have, I don't know, yeah, it stores each user's position in each playlist. So for the chill playlist, Bilu came first, Shaq came second, Guy came third, For chill, came first, came second, came third. That's how we got to. Make sense? Yeah, because there's 4 genres and 4 creators or users. Okay. One count. Will be an array as well. Then we need a couple more integers. You'll understand why. Okay, I'm gonna call my first integer I, obviously, and then j. And then to make things more like understandable for us, we'll go max points. We'll have an index. We will have, what's happening here? Hold on. We'll have a winner index. Let's give them like a bonus prize, like the first player, like a bonus prize. We'll declare these as integers. Why? Guys, am I spelling integer? Oh, it's not integers. Integer. Data type. Then anyway. Cool. So now I'm going to leave a comment to let myself know what I'm doing with this begin, because I will be adding many more begins for all the arrays. I'll be adding many more begins, right? So because of that, I will be dropping a comment here to say this will initialize or start, right? So initialize string arrays inside my begin and block. Okay, let's begin. So users 1. We'll now call all these, because from 1 to 4 we're now going to tell the variable user, right, that it's holding, it's a container for 4 people, okay, and those 4 people are Shaq, right, Shaq, Bilu, and I'll have users 2, second user will be, let's go with Dante, say, okay, users 3 would be, let's go Pilu. Users 3. Users 3 would be is equals to Pilu. And then let's go to users. One more. We've got Kai left, right? Yes. Okay, so we'll go boom. Users 4. You're gonna have to bear with me, guys. Coding is not second nature, yeah. Okay. We run into errors. And we're using Delphi. Okay, an exclamation mark. That checks out. I know arrays by now that it's. But sir, why did we not do the same? Oh gosh, hold on. Yeah, it's your formality. Can I do this? Of course I can. But why do it if I'm gonna have arrays? You know, I want to keep them in order. I've got a user array and I've got a genre array. Questions? I'll let you guys type that out for now. Yes, Seth. Yo, Seth. Honestly, I couldn't have said it like that. That's perfect. I couldn't have said it better. That's literally what it is. Proper one in the chat when you're done typing it. Okay, good stuff. No questions. Pablo's done. I'm glad to see that you are coding with us, Pablo. And said, all right, cool. Next would be genres. Gender. Genres. Same, different. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to actually go like this. Not the best practice, but I'm going to just do it anyway. Dan. Okay, Dan, let's go. And we'll call this one draw. We'll call this one drag. What do we have again? Okay, mobile and chill. Okay, that does it for my users and my genres array. I'll let you guys type that one out real quick. Spam one if you're done coding, guys. Okay, good. Pablo's done. Wonderful. Okay, awesome. Okay, so when we click this button, we also want this display, this rich edit display to be empty. Let's just make sure we called it. No, we did not give it a name. So we'll go to our rich edit and go name. And just same as we did the other, we're gonna go scope because it's rich edit RED display. Okay, cool. Make sure you've named your I'm waiting for you guys. I'm waiting for you guys to finish coding this. Let me know when you're done. Oh, now I'm muted. I'm waiting for you to finish coding. Okay, cool. Everyone's done. So, we want the rich edit box to be clear, right? So, what are we going to do? Red display dot clear. And then we are going to implement the first for loop. So the outer edges would run the genres and the inside loops will run the users, or vice versa. We'll figure it out as we go. I'm gonna add this one with the one tab and I'm gonna go 4. Okay, so when I press space it does that already. It automatically does that for me. Why? Because I want to go from the lowest to the highest. So the lowest number, or space for I, just lowercase. I like to keep formality for 1 to 4. Do begin a whole new procedure. Okay, begin displaying something in my rich edit box. So red display lines like we did with the volume calculator dot add, and I'll be adding the users with my integer I. This one. That's why I created the variable. Okay, I. This is wrong. Integer must be in square brackets and this needs to be in closed brackets. And no, it does not need quotation marks. Right, and then for J, from 4 to 1, right? Am I going to go from 4 to 1 this time? Surely, let me know. Let me know in the chat. If it's from 4 to 1 or from 1 to 4. I like that. What are you talking about? What do you mean you like? You like the shortcuts? Yes, it is 1 to 4. Wonderful things. It's going to remain 1 to 4. One, two, four. Okay, and then you want to display lines. Am I right? I'm wrong. We are going to do something else, right? For the J integer. I'm going to have this begin. I'm going to begin a new procedure. And I'm going to work with my positions. Notice these lines here. That there. Let me see if I can zoom in a bit. This one, this one, this one, and then there's a fourth one. So there's one long one that covers the whole class. That one, boom. Then this procedure, boom. Then this procedure, and now this procedure. That's just a very cool feature from Delphi. Said, nah, I like how I don't have to make separate codes with a bunch of if-else sort of stuff. Yes, it is a loop. It needs to loop through all the data that we provided, depending on the amount of plays, to determine the winner. Okay. So it's going to loop through the array. That's what's happening. It's only looping through the array, and that's all. Right? Our array being users. Yeah. Good questions, guys. Good questions. I like how I don't have to make separate codes with a bunch of if-else to sort stuff out. Yes, I hear you. I hear you. However, I must be honest with you. If-else is very basic code. However, if-then is very handy. You're gonna, once you grasp the if-then, trust me, you want to use it for everything. Okay. So let's quickly calculate where I am right now. Yes, those are for loops, these lines. For procedures, rather. Okay, where was I? Okay, for J integer, go from 1 to 4 and do the following. What do I wanted to do? I wanted to get the positions. Okay, let's go positions of I and J. So I'll say I, comma, J. Is equals to my input box, or position input box. So I'm going to have to convert this string to an integer now. Yes, let's first try it. If it doesn't work, I can just take it out. String to int, and then obviously a bracket follows. So the string to int, let's have it say input box from my input box. This is where I might have to add that edit box, Pablo. From input box and go position input. Position input. Boom. Comma. Enter. And also want to say so plus. Position input needs to have its own colon plus enter the users array and draw the I variable. So I want to say, do I need brackets for this? Let's see first, users I don't think I'm gonna need brackets for this one. Or it's also not gonna need inverted commas. Also want, because it's going to just drag, it's going to derive, this will be derived from, zoom out, that will be derived and be put in by itself, okay, by means of collecting data from this array, users, and this integer. Okay, so let's go. Also wanted to say position input users I plus okay, if I say b lose, right, I'm gonna go b lose playlist. How am I going to get this inverted comma to show when it's being used here? I need to, it's going to sound funny, but I need to put that inverted comma inside of inverted commas. Okay, so it's going to look something like this. Inverted comma, inverted comma, inverted comma. Yes. Got it? That all did off you guys. Position in chill or whatever. We'll see. Should I put a space there? I think I should. In, and then because another word will follow, so yeah, let's put a space there. Let's see if there's any questions. Isn't it into string? No, it's a string to integer, because remember, anything I put into Delphi is considered a string. Anything that I put, anything I add into anywhere here, they think it's a string. So I need to tell Delphi that the string you thought was a string, change it to an integer, because I'm working with integers. You're going to be pulling integers from my variables over here. You know what I mean? Good question though. Oh, I must give you that. Alejandro, Ethan, whoever else is still here, please drop a comment in the chat just so I know you guys are still engaged. Shout out. Okay. And Seth, I know you're still here, but it's nice to hear from you. Drop a dad joke or something. Okay, Pablo's actively coding. Let's go. So, position in, let's go. We'll pull it from genres, of course. Genre array. So genres, and the integer for that we created was the J. Right? Yes, it was the J, and plus. I also want to say in the playlists space playlists. Playlist 1, 2, 4. Okay, now this whole entire statement, right, will be, I want to add a comment. First of all, let me go a comma. So comma space boom. Okay. So just to give you guys an idea of what's going on here. I'm going to separate my words that will be entered for you guys to make it more sense. So position input, enter, then user, then we got another word, blu, for example, blu position in, and then space for the genre. Chill hop was 1, 2, 4. playlist. Okay, I'm gonna add a comma, this comma, and then I want it to say 1. How many open brackets have I got? Leandro, also can't we do the genres I to match the genre with the creator? No, because I said because each creator will have to be ranked. For example, we can't just say Shaq came first, Bilu came second, Kai came third. No, we must say, okay, Shaq's chill playlist came first, his drill playlist came second, his trap playlist came third, Bilu's trap playlist came first. Yeah, that's why it has to be done with 2-dimensional arrays, 2D arrays. Make sense? Okay, let me see how many open brackets I've got here. Alejandro's oh no, he's dropped the one in the chat. Shout out, my boy, shout out. Yo, and you with your family, I appreciate you, boy. I see you all. Okay, 1 open bracket, close the second open bracket. Third open bracket, I've closed 1, close 2 more, and end it. Great. No, we can copy paste, but it will most likely make things a bit complicated. But let's see if we can figure it out. Trail of thought while we're going, because this time around we're not working with the positions anymore. We are now working with the points, total points. So with this array, we'll be working with this array right now. So is Ethan gone? Ash, Hardy. Oh, I think Ethan's gone. Anyway, okay, so Callan said he was going to join as well. I guess it's more convenient to wait for the recording, even though watching a recording will not help, I'll be honest. Okay, let's see. Okay, so total points for I integer only. Sorry. Okay, b equals 2. No, don't have to do any conversion here because it'll already be strings. Okay, so points. I can't code like this. Points from the I integer, which we've got is I. Okay, let's see. Now we're gonna go plus points per position. Did we declare that one yet? I'm gonna type it anyway. Yo, I'm a bit stuck now, guys. Hold, give me a second. Does it make sense or something? Position. Points for the position, rather. Position. That will be positions. J. Close the bracket again. Done it. Close the round one. Don't have to. Okay, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? You see, it's an undeclared identifier. Points for position. How do we troubleshoot this, guys? How do we troubleshoot this? Isn't it that he had to go sleep because he's writing tomorrow? Okay, what subject? What's being written tomorrow? Pablo, yes, I think so too. Adding a variable. It's the only feasible. It's the only thing that makes sense to me, is adding a variable. But here we've got input box. An input box isn't a variable. Do you know what I mean? Okay, let's go. Undeclared identifier. My code says is an undeclared identifier. Debug. Keep it short and simple, simplistic. Okay, there you go. Pablo, you were right. But I'm going to ask it, then why did I not need one for... Wait, let's go. What is this thing doing? No man, I didn't even have a team memo. Go away. But I didn't have an array bar for y. Okay, I get it. If you can run it back on the recording if you wish. If you want to reread that, I get it. Makes sense. Okay. So let's declare that array variable as an integer. Can we all give Pablo a round of applause? Rub your hands, boys, rub your hands. No, hold on. Life sciences, good luck. Nice one, Pablo, nice one. Yeah, that's determination. Shout out to you, Pablo. I see you, my boy, I see you, I mean it. Okay. Leandro's out there scrolling TikTok but paying very close attention and rubbing hands. Nice one, guy, nice one. Okay, he's still around, Alright, so it's now we will have to declare an if. Let's go. If our positions, okay, I need to make sense of this now. I lost trail of thought. If our positions from I and J, not the fish company, from I and J is equals to 1, then do we have to add a do? No, we have to add an increment. increments, you write like this, INC, done, that's it. On my, do I have a variable wins for my wins? Yes, for my wins counts. So add 1 the whole time, increment my wins count variable. Okay, and derive the integer I. Just double check. Yeah, for I 1, 2, 4, this will be my, yes, okay, good. And counts for I. Good. I need it. What's wrong? Oh my days. What's wrong? Oh, I don't have a, man, I don't have a close bracket. Okay, oh, wonderful, Delphi. Seth, is it because I'm black? Guys are funny. Okay, so I'm gonna end it there. No, I need something to be displayed in my. I need something to be displayed in my rich edit. Yeah, I can't end it yet. Okay, let's go edit display and just think really hard. Give me a second. I need to definitely add lines. So I'll do that so long. Okay, I need to add their points. I need to add points is equal to their total points. I need to hold on one second. Let me just think, guys. 1 second. Okay. I'm gonna add a space first. Then I also want to say plus genres, which was derived from what integer? I or J? I think J. Genres was, yeah, users was I, genres was J. So let's go J. Should have made it G, but it doesn't matter. Okay, then I also want to say space play its positions. Okay, from my integer I. No. Playlist position space, yeah, and then I also want to say the positions from I and both I and J. So I'll go like that. Let's say I, J. I think that's it. I'm just gonna close my one bracket I have on the end. Wait a minute. These are integers. And these are integers. Yes, I was an integer. I need to change it to a string. It's going to be displaying a string of characters or text. So let's go string, or yeah, into string. Sorry, not string, int to string bracket, and close that bracket. Okay, and it still doesn't want to work. Stop being Delphi. Is there a spelling error I'm missing out on or something, guys? And the days. I can't see any error. I don't see anything wrong with this. display dot lines. Okay, wonderful. Fixed. Now I'm gonna keep it in that loop because I'm displaying something. Let's run it and see if anything happens. Enter Shaq's position in drill playlist. Shaq came second. His Trappy came first. Shaq's Mumble came third. His Cho came fourth. Dante, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. For Bilu, let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. For who is enter Kai? Kai's position. We'll change it now. We'll go 3, then 4, then 2, then 1. Boom. And there it is. There's our display. Not the code is not done, but this is what it will look like. Drill playlist position 2. So this we've got Kai, Bilu, Dante, but Shaq is not being displayed. Or is he? He is. So let's just make this a bit smaller or bigger. I mean, let's make this bigger. But same error, it says it's with the red display. Yo, send me a screenshot. Post a screenshot on Google Classroom. Post a screenshot on Google Classroom by Book McFlurry tomorrow. And I was supposed to give Ali 50 today, but don't worry, we'll talk about that tomorrow. Send me a screenshot of your error or whatever code you got. Embrace me. Kind of number my button should be close. Okay, let's run. Pablo, is yours running? Seth, is yours running? 1, 2, 3. Enter process. 1, 2, 3. Into Dante's. Oh, I didn't put a space there. Dante's, let's go. 4. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Okay, for this one we'll go 2, 4, 3, 1. For this one we'll go 1. Oh gosh. 3, 2. There we go. So now when we continue coding this, we will have a hierarchy to say, okay, position, like we'll count all of these together and then determine who's got the most highest playlists for each genre. So it's a battle of the playlists to see who can build the best playlist, who can make the best playlist come together. You guys wanna let me know in the you really want you're standing on business. That's funny. Can I show? So can you show us the running project? Oh well, didn't you see it? Didn't you see it? Does it not pop up on the screen? Okay, oh, sorry about that. Send it on Google Classroom, say, on the stream. Let me quickly see if I do this. Sorry, thank you, Pablo, for bringing that to my attention. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you guys haven't been able to see it. Okay, what about now? Let me know if you can see it now. Alejandro, you still there, my boy? Sorry about that, guys. I had a voice note that I had to listen to real quick. Okay, so you can, screen's not frozen. Screen's not frozen. Okay, enter and process. So here we go. Enter Shaq's draw position. Let's call his first. His trap playlist came second. His mumble rap position was third. Oh, come on. Enter and process. Okay, Shaq's draw was first, then his trap was second, his mumble was third, and his chill playlist was fourth. I entered Dante. Now Dante will say was fourth with his draw, and third with his trap, and second with his mumble, and first with his chill. Bilu was second with the draw, he was third with the trap, he was first with the mumble, and he was fourth. Whatever, it might clash, but it's fine. With the chop. Kai was third with the draw, he was fourth with the trap, he was second with the mumble, and he came first with the chop. Boom. And there it goes, there's Bob's uncle. Shaq, Dante. Now while we use the rich edit box, later on when we code this we can make all the, so this is the output, right, in the display. We can make this Shaq bold, Dante bold, Bilu bold. We can add hashtag 9s behind the positions or in front of the positions to make them all stand out better, create formality. Your numbers are so off. Okay, let me see. What do you mean your numbers are off? Remember, you should limit it to 1 to 4. Okay, let me see. Okay, thanks for sharing, Seth. I got yours here. Let me see quickly. I like what you did there, my boy. I really do. Increment win counts, yes. Let's compare the code. Okay, hover over your. You've got a procedure when the rich edit display is changes. So go on top of your private declaration. Go here. Save over here. You've got a procedure, right? For somehow you double clicked or whatever you go. So go to your rich edit box over here, and then go to its events and make sure there's no procedures here. So you get rid of the procedure here, and then you delete it here. Boom. Why is mine cooked now? What's going on? Okay. Whatever. Did it work, Seth? So I have to go. My dad is cucking me out for being up. That's it. Please good for me and thank you. You're so welcome, my boy. Thank you for joining. So chilled. Go to sleep. Go, my boy. No problem. Thank you for joining. I'm glad you learned something. I'm glad it was productive. I mean it. I really hope you guys learned something, especially by typing it out. You will really, really comes in handy. So, Seth, let me know if it worked when you deleted that procedure that you have on top of your private declarations. Okay, then let me see. 4. Pablo, do you want to send a screenshot of your code on Google Classroom as well? Then I can see, is yours working fine? Is it running? Is it programming? 4J. Okay, so look at my so your other error is by total points. Needs to be an integer from total points, integer plus points for positions. Points for position. Did you declare that as a variable yet? Yes, you did. Of integer, good. Okay, very weird that it does that. Let's see. Points for position. Positions. Why have you got an error there? I don't understand. Doesn't make sense. Check if you've got all your end statements in check. Okay, it says my total points, I don't have enough parameters. You fixed the rich edit. What do you mean you fixed rich edit? The display, the name. Misidentified error. Double check the exact error message. Check the documentation. Incorrect call to input box. Okay, let's see what your input box looks like. Okay. Input box. Try capitalizing the B. It shouldn't make a difference. It shouldn't actually make any difference. Copy paste your code into AI and then ask it to debug it like I just did. How did you fix the error? Did you fix the error or did you take my guidance to fix the error? No, I'm kidding. How did you fix it? What was the issue then? Inlines add. Okay, so let me go. go bonus points. We did declare it. Bonus points is equals to 0. So which means if my wins count, I think, yes, it's an array of integers, great, good memory there. That means if my wins count for my integer I is greater than 2, for my integer I is greater than 2, then never put a semicolon before or after the then begin the following loop. So bonus points, okay, bonus prize is what I called mine. But this has got bonus points on it. Let me see what, hold on. I called mine bonus prize. Let's go with bonus prize. Makes most sense to me. Okay, which means if the bonus prize is equals to, we did greater than 2, so is equals to 3. Okay, make my total points array, derive the I integer, and go is equals to my total points. Very redundant. Points is equals to my total points. No, is equal to my total points is equals to my total points integer plus my bonus points. Yes. My total points is equals to my total points from my integer remaining true. Then I also want to make mention of my bonus prize. Yeah, I think that's right, guys. Let's take the 2 out. Now what's wrong here? Wins count. Win counts, not wins count. Win counts. Win counts. Okay. In the statement and display in my rigid box. Display. I want to add lines. Add. I want to go points. Is space colon is done. I also want to say I need my total points, so I'm going to go total points from my I integer, points from my I integer. I variable, so because it's an integer I need to convert it from into a string. Only my total points needs to be converted. Close that bracket. From I integer plus, I also want to say, wait, hold on. Yeah, plus I want to say, including space, finish that word, plus, then I want to pull something from our bonus prize. Is my bonus prize an array or an integer? How did I call that again? I can't remember. Let me just double check. Bonus prize was an integer, yes, it had to be. Okay. Including bonus prize plus my space bonus points, and close that bracket. No, wait, close the bracket off, put my that, and then close the bracket off for the actual statement. End my line of code. What am I missing on my days? I need to do another conversion. This needs to be converted as well. From into a string, into string. Oh, of course my array needs to be converted. Come on. What's wrong here? What's wrong? Incompatible type strings and integers. What do you mean? No, stop acting. Wait. Reach edit display. Do we declare bonus prize? Yes, we do. I did declare it on top here as an integer over here. So I'm head out. I've finished all the code, so it does all the winner stuff now. Alright, Pablo, no problem. Away. Thank you again for coming. Good luck with your exam tomorrow. I'm glad you learned something. I really am. I'm glad you got to take something away from this. Saved you as well. I really am. I'm super impressed. I'm super happy. I mean it. I will not forget this, I promise you guys. I'll see you. Including, okay. Add points plus into string, my total points array. I don't need another bracket there. Ah, there we go. Awesome. That was an easy fix. Display on add lines. Lines dot add. Let's go. Boom boom. Nothing. Okay. Max points. Max points is equals to total points 1. Okay. Winner index. The winner index would be 1 as well then. 1 because I've declared it now, and then for I, make sure that go from 2, for I go from 2, because not 1, I've already declared my winner is 1, first place is winner from the array. The array, the first place will be our winner. So from 2 to the highest will be 4. Do. Let's go. Begin. By the way, the begin always comes after the do. Okay. Begin. In most, actually, not always. In most cases, if the I integer for my I array is if my max points is equals to my total points I integer. So if my max points is equals to my total, what I did, but it says it's undeclared and all my previous errors are fixed except for J124 do, but the solution ChatGPT gave me still don't work. What? For real? Make sure that if you've got a procedure here, well, you know what it said? Save it. Save all. Save all. Wait, I'm going to show you now. Let's save it together. Then you save it and you open it up again. And but you say the variable doesn't work. Let me double check the screenshot quickly. For J124 do. Okay. For I124 do begin. Red display lines add uses I. Okay, you're missing a semicolon after your on line number 50. Look on line number 50, you're missing a semicolon after your bracket before the word for. Let me know if that worked. I'll show you on my screen. Yeah, you need a semicolon. No, you don't. I'm tripping. Wait, what? No, I'm not tripping. What? For I, then display. Yeah, you need to add a semicolon there, by the way. Check your syntax. Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? That's why it show error underneath. What do you mean where? At the bottom? Like here? Did it fix it? Is everything fixed? Is your, like, there's no exclamation marks on your whole IDE? I'm assuming that's yes. Everything is working fine. I can continue coding. Just let me know. Alejandro, you still here? No. Oh yeah, no, Ali left. Pablo left. Okay. There's still 4 randoms in the video. It's all good. Okay, let's see. If max points. So max points begin. Total points is greater than max points. Alright, let me make sure I'm doing the right thing here now. Okay, if total points my comments taking gang long to send Wi-Fi. Sorry, that's okay, my boy. Thank you for still commenting though. Only problem I've got to fix now is the bonus price thing, which I'll save again and see if it works. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm not completely done with the bonus price thing. Is not completely finished coded. It's almost, it needs one more statement. Literally one more from what's happening on my IDE. Okay, so if total points from integer I is greater than yes, that's right. If it is greater than, yes, it's greater than my max points, then begin my max points and for my I array, I integer, my I integer, begin max points, wait, let's go, is equals to my total points from the same integer, same variable, I keep saying integer, boom, then winner index must be I. Is it my winner index? Yes, it's the only other one. Yes. Okay, winner index. Hope this works on the days. Is equals to 1, no, I, and close. Boom. No errors. Okay, I'm gonna just zoom in so you can write that code. And you know when you're done, this is it. This is the whole. Yeah, this is it, my boy. If you got this under your belt, ish. Valedictorian. I'm so keen to run it and see what happens. I can't wait to see what happens once it works. Hold on. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, no, 3, 1, 2, 4. Range check error. No man, what do you mean range check error? Which isn't bad. Okay, I got everything copied down, but still saying I got stuff undeclared, which isn't like a terrible error. Do what I just did. I went to Delphi. I went here, I said Control A, Control C, I copied everything. I put it into this AI thing. I said rewrite to fix the range error or to fix everything. Pasted it, and then I put in the crocodile, these little brackets here. I said include the entire class from the unit to the end, full stop. So it will give me from the unit to the end. You see, now it's doing something else here. I don't like that. I don't like that it's messing my code up, because now I don't know what it changed and why. No man. Anyway, let's see if it works. First, I'm going to go to my Delphi. I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy it, paste it in my notebook so I don't lose my code. Okay, copy this code. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay. There we go, there's the bonus points. The winner is Shaq with 10 points. Boom. Let's see if we make them all equal. Everybody got the same plays. 1, we still Shaq? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So why is Shaq the winner but he's on top? That's crazy. There must be a way to get rid of that. Let me know if AI fixed your program for you. I'm gonna save all. Spotify playlist comp. Okay. Spotify you. Spotify P. So when I changed it there now, I changed it here as well, and I changed it there as well. Yeah, drop a one if you're still active in the live. So I can exit that, minimize, exit, minimize, and then I can go and say folders, file explorer, no, documents, yeah, Spotify. So I do not yet have an application folder. Everything working, that's what's up. Said, be honest, what a good feeling is it? How cool is it actually? It's such a nice feeling when it actually works out. I don't have an application yet, so I'm going to say project as Spotify.p, yes, save, replace, and bold, refractor project, and bold all projects. Run it, close it, exit Delphi. Now I've got my application folder. Boom. So I can take this application folder and create, let's just copy and paste it real quick. I'm going to add this to my desktop. So right here, I've got my Spotify app. Awesome. Nice, saved.